Well, hi. Today is Tuesday, April 15th, 2025. I'm Todd Studer, and this is Morning Coffee. April 15th has not been the kindest of days historically. This is the day that Abraham Lincoln died. It's the day that the Titanic sank. It's the day that Notre Dame Cathedral caught fire. A lot of things happened on April 15th. Something positive, however, though. April 15th in 1947, I believe it was the day that Jackie Robinson made his major league debut. So we'll just focus on that instead of all the negative that has happened on this day. We have a brand new sponsor here on Morning Coffee, and I'd like to tell you all about Home Care Advocacy Network. This has always been a difficult name for me to pronounce, but I've learned how to do it. There's little tricks that when you do voice work that to just try to help you out. If I punch the ad part of advocacy, then I get through it. If I don't, I kind of stumble over that word. It's just one of the things. But I can tell you one thing. This is a wonderful organization and business. Nikki Black is the manager. I've known Nikki for a number of years, and she's local right here to Council Bluffs. And she helps you or your loved one if you are in need of home care. So if you would like to maintain your own privacy in your own space while still receiving care and support with a personalized touch, that's why you need Home Care Advocacy Network. Aging in place can be critical for some people, and Home Care Advocacy Network can meet those needs with an understanding that assisted living is best at home. HCAN, and that's short for Home Care Advocacy Network of Southwest Iowa, brings the personal touch to care at home in Council Bluffs, Glenwood, Red Oak, Clarinda, and the surrounding communities. Visit hcan.com/Southwest Iowa to learn more. There is that big event coming up on May 5th. It is Infotec. The AIM Institute is putting this on. It's going to be at the Luminarium over in Omaha. I'm planning on being there. I know a lot of folks that I am friends with and business associates as well are planning on attending this. The speakers, by the way, have been announced. Keynote speaker is Sam Sapp. He's the founder and CEO of Lockbot in Kansas City. He's going to be talking about AI and the human imagination entering a new era of limitless potential. Some of the other speakers include Mike Douglas, Senior Vice President of Digital Transformation at Lunavi. Also, Chiara Ufani, she's the Managing Attorney at Ufani Legal Group. Heidi Huff, Vice President of Valmont, will be speaking. Other speakers include Samar Alada, Vice President of Enterprise Strategy with Agility Insights AI. Chris Bodenheimer, the Associate Director of the Small Business Development Center of Minnesota, will be speaking. Mike Poole is the Director of Cybersecurity for Werner. He will be there speaking. Other speakers include Luke Getting, Future of Work expert and global keynote speaker, and also Mikkel Purnell, Vice President of Human Capital, Omaha Public Power District. Again, it is May 5th, and it is going on at the Luminarium in Omaha. You'll find a link to get your tickets here in the description of this, and I do hope to see you there. I understand that the Luminarium, this is their biggest event that they've ever held at that facility. They're rearranging some things in order to make room for everybody. And it should be a very, very informative day. And I may be helping out with some type of speaking thing there. It's not confirmed yet, so I really can't talk about that too much. Also, what I can tell you, though, is coming up on May 17th is NAMI Walks. And I am a firm believer of this organization. All the money raised at the events in Southwest Iowa stayed right here in Southwest Iowa. NAMI of Southwest Iowa helps folks and their families that are living with or dealing with some type of mental illness, and everything is free to these families, and that's why your support is needed more than ever. So get your team together, go to namiwalks.org, and I'll be emceeing that event, and I'm looking forward to seeing you there. So again, that is coming up on May 17th. By the way, it's going to be at Rivers Edge Park in Council Bluffs. Just Sue Creative can help build your business with website design, search engine optimization, content creation, marketing, everything you need to take your company to the next level. You know, a great starting point, if you'd like to learn more about what Sue can do for you, is go to our website, justsuecreative.com, and click on the free consultation button. She helped me with my website, leshillsmedia.com. I get a lot of great comments about that, and I am looking forward to getting even more work done on my website because we've got some updates coming up. You remember recently that I had another show called Local Roots, and I had told you that we were going to be pausing that for a while. Well, an announcement's going to be coming up yet this week about that show, and I'm excited to tell you more about it as we get a little bit closer. Also, something else that's going to be coming up is the farmers market in Council Bluffs gets started on May 1st. My videography friend, Kyle Ranney, and I are going to be bringing you live webcasts from the farmers market. The idea is that we're going to go live at around 4:15 each Thursday and go until about 4:30. And then we will be set up there afterwards and be bringing in special guests into the booth to answer your questions. Now, this part will not be live. This will just be kind of an informative, fun little thing where if you have something you're asking advice about, I'll be bringing in special guests that can answer your questions. And I've got some people already lined up, and we'll let you know about those as the days come up. That's just one farmers market that's going on. Again, starting on May 1st. You know, the farmers market in Crescent, just north of town, they were going once a month last year. Well, they've upped that, and now they're going every other Saturday, and that is going to be starting on May 10th. So you want to get that on your calendar. Let's see what else. Well, of course, the farmers market's over in Omaha. The old market farmers market starts May 3rd, a couple of days after the Council Bluffs farmers market. The one out in Exarban is Sunday, May 4th. Avoca's farmers market starts on June 4th, and a trainer decided they wanted to beat everybody to the punch, and they've got their farmers market spring kickoff that is going to be coming up on April 26th. So that's what we have so far. If you know of any others out there, hey, send me an email, toddstuder@gmail.com. I'd love to be able to spread that information along and keep everybody informed. I'm a big fan of these places. Usually it's a good time. A lot of times there's entertainment there as well. I know that the Council Bluffs Farmers Market's been looking for entertainment to come in, and I believe that they filled every booth. The Council Bluffs Farmers Market did, so should be a ton of fun. And again, everything getting started on May 1st. Wanted to take an opportunity to, well, something's just been on my mind recently because I'm hearing about some success stories in small business and also some folks that are struggling a little bit, that it's, you know, the economy is seems to be rebounding. I'm not really sure. I'm not an economist, so I don't really know. But what I do know is that our friends and neighbors could really use our help. Last Christmas, I was talking a lot about not only shopping local, but also shopping in person. And I think that is more important than ever because that's how we can truly support our local business. Even if you're not purchasing something, you just go into the store and shop around. Trust me, they are very happy to see you there. And this is where you get that true customer service that you're not going to get by clicking a couple buttons on your computer and just having a brown box delivered to your house. Sure, it's easier, but that is making one person in the country really, really rich, where we've got a lot of small businesses all around Southwest Iowa that could really use your help. And by the way, they're selling some phenomenal things. And I would encourage you to go out, spend some time, go to some of the other communities around Southwest Iowa, come back here to Council Bluffs, a lot of great shops right here in town, a lot of great restaurants right here in town. Please, we need to support our local communities because I know that there's funds that are being sent that way. We talked with Donna Dostal about that recently with the Community Foundation for Western Iowa with the big grant from Charles E. Lakin Foundation that they're funneling money out towards some of these smaller communities in our region to try to help with housing and other issues that are going on. It means that much. I mean, Charles E. Lakin Foundation has earmarked well over $100 million towards that project. And that's why you can see that we're trying to do everything that we can to be able to bring our communities up and improve what things are. We've talked with many other areas and nonprofits about programs that are in place and things that are happening to improve the lives of the folks that live in that community. It all starts with us, and it all starts with us spending our money at home. And again, I get it. You can't always do that. Sometimes you can't find something that it is you're looking for, but work it into your schedule. Yeah, we're all busy, but at the same time, if you jump on your phone and you take a look at how much time you actually spend on your phone, I think you're going to find that you got more time than you realize. I know I do. And that's why getting out and about, going to some of these smaller businesses and visiting them, some of the smaller restaurants, and just helping out the local folks. That's the big part of what this show is about. It's as we're bringing local roots back. It's what that show is about. It's about what my company is about, is supporting what's going on in our own community. When I first moved to Southwest Iowa, it was 1997. And I had taken a job at KMA. And most people have heard about that radio station. They've been around, well, this year is 100 years, believe it or not, that they've been on the air. And I learned very quickly that Southwest Iowa is a unique place because it's more than just individual communities. It's a region. And it seemed to me that folks from that region cared about each other and supported each other in a way that I didn't see anywhere else around the state or in other areas of the country that I've been to. Southwest Iowa is special, and we need to take care of it. We've got a lot of nonprofits that could use your help, and I am seeing folks come together all over in a lot of different ways. So I am thankful that we can be a part of it and that we can help support a little bit what's going on in the region. If you have a nonprofit and you would like to let this audience know about it, well, get a hold of me. Nonprofits come on this program for free, by the way. It's not something that I charge for. It's just an opportunity for you to let folks know exactly what it is that you're doing. And send me an email, toddstuder@gmail.com. I would love to be able to talk to you. By the way, I just got a text message from Taylor Stanton. He is the president of the CB Captains, and I can see he's sending me another one right now. We're getting the schedules in for the CB Captains because they joined a second league. Now, we've seen before that the first home game for the Midwest Premier League is coming up on May 9th. That's going to be a Friday night, and it will be at the Lewis Central football field. So hope to see you there. These guys are working really hard. There was a video put out just recently that Taylor posted. They were working with the soccer team at Iowa Western, and you could see just in the short little 10 to 15 second clip that, man, these guys have some talent. So get on out and support our local team. And again, all of that is going to be starting on May 9th. And I hope that we'll get those guys back on again very soon here on the morning coffee program. Do you know that Avela Bank has been providing Iowans with high-quality financial products and services that fit their needs since 1870? You know, if you do the math now, that is over 150 years. Wow. 155 years. If you need a loan, if you'd like to start a new business account, need to save money for a trip, or if you're looking to open a personal checking account, Avela Bank's qualified bankers can help you with all of that and more. Visit avela.bank to learn more. Service Master Restore by Schmader knows it can be hard to get back to normal when you've suffered serious property damage due to flood, fire, or smoke, and you may also be left with all sorts of questions about how to get your home or business back to normal. Service Master Restore by Schmader will restore your space by offering quality commercial and residential restoration services in Council Bluffs and the surrounding area. That's Service Master Restore by Schmader. And if you're looking for someplace for lunch today, did you know the Mile Away in Council Bluffs is now serving lunch Tuesday through Friday from 11 to 2. So if you're looking for your new favorite hangout, check out the Mile Away in Council Bluffs. Vibes are chill, the beer's cold, and the food, well, it hits just right. So whether you're grabbing a burger after work, maybe catching some live music or a comedy show on the weekend, or just kicking back with friends, always something happening at the Mile Away. Just a mile north on Old Lincoln Highway, but a whole world away from ordinary. That's the Mile Away, your go-to spot in Council Bluffs. And we're happy that Charles, Jess, and the entire family out there at the Mile Away has jumped on board here with a morning coffee, and I'm going to be heading out there very soon to learn more from them about what's going on. I know that they've got their they're signing folks up for the spring volleyball season. You know, they got a couple of sand volleyball courts out there. It's a phenomenal place to play. And so go to themileway.com, get your team signed up, follow them on social media. It's really easy. They update the specials all the time there too. And their specials are, they're pretty they're pretty outstanding, including on Thursdays when you can get a burger and fries for $5. Can't do that at any drive-through, but you can at the Mile Away. So that's enough rambling on about that. I tell you, I've just been having such a great time this entire spring. Things have been hopping here. We've got a new podcast starting. We have a couple of ladies. They have a podcast called Grief, Loss, and Life. It's kind of it's a heavy topic. I mean, this is for both of these ladies that have this podcast have lost a child, and they wanted to do a podcast that talked about what this was all about and how it affects them, how it still affects them even years later, and some of the things that they have been through. And neither of them had ever had a podcast before. And as I'm producing this, I'm noticing, wow, they're good. It's a really, really good show. So I would encourage you to watch it. You can find a video version on YouTube. You can find audio only version across Spotify and all of the other platforms as well. So Grief, Loss, and Life is the name of that podcast. Oh, and a buddy of mine actually sat here next to me and was on the show a few months ago. Dan Duffy, longtime radio personality in Omaha. Well, he has started a podcast with his buddy Dave Hornstein, and they're calling this podcast Two Omaha Fools, which I think is kind of you don't need to be that self-deprecating, guys. You're doing a great job. And, Dan has taken all of his radio skills and he's just transferring it over onto the podcast forum. And they've launched. So you can find them, Two Omaha Fools. By the way, the two is a number two, Omaha Fools. They got a website, twooomahafools.com, and you can listen to the podcast there. And so if you remember Dan, he's been on a lot of radio stations in Omaha and other places around the country. And he's a great guy. He's a buddy of mine, and I think he started a great podcast too. That's just a couple of the local podcasts that are happening here. This is an emerging market, folks. Podcasting is getting more and more. I know that people think, oh, there's millions of podcasts out there, and why would I even bother with it? You know what? Yeah, there are a lot that are sitting out there. 90% of them, this is an accurate stat, 90% of the podcast don't make it past episode 3. So if you have one or you're listening to one and it's past that, you're now into the elite 10%. And if you're making money with it, now you're in the top 5%. And I think that if you hit something like 4,000 listeners or something like that, you're in the top 1%. It's really not as big of a community as you think it is. And we've got some great ones here. Hunting Home, that is with Blake Hunter, realtor with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. Writing Tandem, that is with Vivian Kavam of Tandem Works. That is her podcast about entrepreneurs. We talk a lot about Travis Waldstein and Waldstein. Sorry, Travis. Travis Waldstein with AirServe Heating and Air Conditioning of Council Bluffs and Waldstein Plumbing. We have his out there as well. There's a lot of great people that are doing podcasts, and I see radio folks now starting to get into it from Omaha. You remember the old Big Party show? He's got his out there now. Pat and JT have been doing it for a long time. There was a long time morning show tandem that was on in the Omaha market. So if you were thinking that maybe you'd like to learn a little bit more about what it would take to get a podcast, either for you personally or for your business, I do that too, and I'd love to be able to help you out. That email address, I'm going to keep saying it over and over, toddstuder@gmail.com. And we can get you all of that information. And I think you'll find out that maybe it's not quite as difficult as you thought. By the way, I told you that Taylor was going to be sending me another text message. That second league, the UPSL schedule, their first game coming up on May 3rd at 2 p.m. And I believe that's a home game for them as well. So again, it's all kinds of great things happening in the area, and I am so thrilled that things are warming up. We are expecting rain coming up towards the end of the week, and then it looks like it's going to stay rainy for about 4 days or so, at least in the extended forecast. We could use it. So we'll take it. Just carry your umbrella. Everything will be okay. All right. That's going to wrap up the show for today. Thank you so much for joining me on this Tuesday. Got a lot of great guests that are still coming up this week, and we'll keep you updated as we get closer. Until then, my name's Todd Studer. We'll see you back here again tomorrow morning.